I believe we have spent about 6 hours dinking around, and I'm finally ready to get this game going into overdrive. I've got not a flashlight. I've got a golden bow. Let's go. And I need to talk to Lucretia about the remedy page that I just picked out of the chest, and I talked to her before I did that, and she didn't have anything interesting to say. But I'm really surprised that we can't, because as I was editing the last episode, Navia said Lucretia should find a use for these remedies. And I don't know what to say to her to tell her that I have those remedies. So I guess not. Okay, so we won't do that. Next on my list is talk with Equitia. Let's see, at this time of day, I think I found her last over here, just wandering around over here, right? Equitia. So we gotta tell her everything we know again, and then she'll lead us to the baths, I think. Let's talk about the pattern.
Interesting.
I'm not sure why you're telling me. Yes, that's right. Okay, we have to tell her all this again. Okay. And then I'll meet you in the baths. We can't have people think we're bathing together, she says. It'll be fine. I'm sure they won't stone you or lynch you or whatever they do to Vestal priestesses who are unchaste. This is the same loop that we found our assassin. Or that we found him. You know, that we tricked him into killing himself. Ha 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 ha. And this is the first time we've been in the baths where the statues aren't trying to kill us. Huzzah! Should I just jump on in here? Now, I feel like maybe I did not really inspect the mosaics before. Interesting. You know, there are 4 tablets in the obelisk. Maybe there are 4 gods of the underworld sort of thing. A god-like figure turning a man into gold. Okay, so that's the godlike figure, and he's turning that man into gold, and all these other people are just people. Okay. Inspecting things really helps, because the game knows things that I do not know. Where did you go? Okay, I think I saw a glimpse of her over on the other side here. All right, we can talk now.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp.
It is, isn't it?
Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin.
Oh, that's a coin, not an apple.
Only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen.
Yeah, I see the face on the apple now.
Charon, as in Charon, the ferryman of the dead.
Okay, that's the
Charon,
River Styx's.
Who, in exchange for the right coin,
Ferryman.
helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that
Piece that
separates
together.
the land
I'm a
of the living
genius.
from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute.
Oh, yeah, I thought she was just trying to relate to
I
us.
sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm
fine.
so sorry.
I'm
I
5
don't
steps
think you
ahead
know
of you,
what
boss.
this means.
This place is the underworld.
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense.
You're
all these people
getting shaken up
whose
about it,
last
I'm sure.
memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments.
I feel like most of them remember falling into the water.
The Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld.
That is right.
And
It's
while
not
his
Diana, it's
epithet
Pluto.
has always been father of riches.
I didn't know
I
that.
It's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions. So, I'll try to answer them if I can.
Why are there so few people in the underworld? There's 23 of us.
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
So Charon said we had loose change in our pockets, probably none of which had gold in them. Oh, she gave us a coin. In our inventory, we had 1 denarius. Or I might be misremembering. Anyways, so what can you tell me about Charon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Why didn't you all recognize Charon immediately? Charon? Is it Charon?
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood. And I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti. And Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress.
He did not want to tell me that.
The stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
We need to escape. All right, so I'm just figuring it out. We're dead?
That was my first thought, too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
Doesn't sound like we were particularly fearless getting here. All of us probably just died, right? Were you trying to keep this from me? Yeah, why were you being so cagey? Oh, it was because Nevia and Livia kind of went mad.
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help.
Sure.
I promise you.
Okay. That's all the questions I had, I
We
suppose.
know where we are. We have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Okay. So she said Proserpina was the goddess of the underworld. Okay, so the god of the underworld is someone different. You seem uncomfortable calling the god of the underworld by his name. Why is that? She did say Pluto, and I'm pretty sure Pluto is the god of the underworld, but maybe he's not.
All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Okay, I see. So she calls him Pluto reluctantly. It's not like a instant death sort of thing if she mentions his name. It's more like a Voldemort. He who must not be named. So, can't we just escape the way we came in? Put the ladders up there? Do that? Who told me that? I thought it was someone saying, like, Aurelia was going to escape this way. Maybe it was, the Greek tailor told me about the plan, and he, like, whispered it. He was like, don't tell anyone. Anyways, so yeah, can't we just escape the way we came in?
It's a reasonable question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the golden rule. We know that, thanks to the writings left behind by those who've tried.
Yeah, let's confront him head on. Maybe we can, like, put an end to the underworld for all time, you know? Humans are now immortal. Tell me more about confronting Pluto head on.
Is everyone so blunt where you're from?
Oh, right. He who must not be named.
That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it.
Let's do it.
As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
How dare you? I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
I'll admit, you do seem different to anyone I've ever met. And even that lamp of yours looks like something Prometheus might have stolen from the gods. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
3 missing plaques, baby. Let's go. What can you tell me about the obelisk?
It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
Interesting. Yeah, we already found the Roman one, did we? Where do you think I could find the Greek plaque?
I don't know. But perhaps you should begin your
Georgius.
search with the local Greek fellow.
Yeah, know him. What about the Egyptian plaque?
Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, will be able
go
to
into the
tell us.
cisterns.
But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern.
Yeah, I know where he is. Where would I find the mystery plaque?
I'm afraid you're on your own with that
wait.
one. But perhaps finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Sorry, Kabash didn't go into the cisterns. That was Hannibal. Where did Kabash go? I went into his room and read his diary about Kurti. So I guess we'll go talk with Aurelia about Kabash again. Let's talk about something else. And yeah, we have to talk about escaping with the help of Proserpina or a guide.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
Pluto, Pluto, Pluto. That's horrible. So she might be willing to work against him to help us?
If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
What about the statues whispering to me every now and then? Just the female ones. Interesting.
Truly? But you're only bringing this up now.
I think I told you before.
I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
That's what you said.
Can you tell me more? Is it the same
Yeah.
voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It is the same voice, and she's helpful if a little cryptic. I don't remember her being super helpful. Oh, maybe when we get near the butterflies, she says things? What have I heard her saying? She says, help me. He watches through their eyes, our eyes. Yeah, I forget.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Not yet.
Oh, I see. Well, let me know if you hear anything that might be a thread through this labyrinth.
Sounds good. I'm ready to get started.
All right. I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
We can do that. What happens if I say I'll start looking for the Roman plaque first? Does my character tell her that we already found it? Yeah, I'll have a chat with Livia first, that's fine.
In any case, time is of the essence, so you'd best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Okay, so can I beat her by swimming? Oh yeah, I said I needed to take a bath. We were all stinky because we were dealing with those zombies, the bloody zombies. Oh, can I tell her about the election? Just don't call the election,
Again.
and then we'll have more time. What's the status of the election?
It'll be between... Why do you up...
Can we not do the election? What's
I'm
your role? Can I nominate another? Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about something else. I'll be going now. Oh, darn it. Just want to get by her. Okay, I should listen more to the whispers. Now that I know it's Proserpina trying to tell me a way out. Anyways, let's talk with Livia, I guess. Like I said I would. I could go talk with a stranger.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked.
Yeah, he saved...
How is it possible that you've
Julia
just arrived here
and what's her name?
You already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
Just a lucky guess.
Ah. Good one. But seriously...
You're better off not knowing, man.
That's a shame. Now everybody's gonna think I'm some kind of oracle for knowing the future before it happens, and I have no way of explaining it. Hey, maybe the patricians will start treating me with a bit more respect. But then again, probably not. Alright, I'll leave you to it, friend.
Okie doke. Alright. Livia. Where am I going? This isn't the way to Livia. We also discovered that I think Malleolus
Smile on you, sister.
is a wanted man, which means I can get him to get out of the election, probably. I would want to talk to the magistrate first about that. Right? He might have some ideas on how to make that happen. Hello. Oh.
Ixion turns. Just as the ocean
Okay.
but
We've
it
talked to her before. I figured it out. I know where we are.
Say it.
The underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
You were.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seem cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid. He gives such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees.
She did tell me this before.
It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
That's probably how we get out of here,
The
huh?
sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed
cisterns,
with
maybe.
full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city,
The Stygian
where
city.
Black Dis has his cruel palace.
Black Dis.
As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, and still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice, and now we share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
Wow, okay. So there are probably several clues in there that could help me figure out how to
love your
escape.
clothes.
Possibly
So
the mystery thing as
exotic.
well. Oh, good, we get to talk with her while she's doing this kind of thing.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you And you're not like...
All right, so don't waste your breath. I know you're a horrible person.
How...
Oh, no.
Oh, do us all a favour and drink hemlock, Caput Murder.
Well, genetric confutator to you, too. Okay, that was not the right thing to say to her in order to get her to tell us about Kabash, huh? We'll get her to tell us about Kabash some other time. All right, so to the magistrate, perhaps, and tell him what we know about the election and about Malleolus. I believe, if I interpreted the election correctly, I believe there was a fight that broke out when they tried to kill Sentius, basically. And the fight is what started the golden rule being broken.
We're finally alone.
I'm Adam.
A curious. Now you're.
We've had this conversation before.
I must. Is that a?
We've had this conversation too, and I'm in a hurry. All right. Interesting. Can we talk about who's going to break the golden rule? I was expecting to be able to tell him about the the heterochromatic
Of course. What is
person. I've already figured out how to stop at least one person from breaking it. What happens now?
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still.
Yeah, unless you don't
Allow me to
understand
explain.
about
When I
paradox.
discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with
Okay.
a warning about paradoxes.
Is he actually
The
right?
crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox.
Indeed.
To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox. You see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here.
Right.
Obviously.
This is easy.
If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself.
I do not think that's
so
what would happen.
You are still here means someone is going to break the golden rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
Yeah, not entirely.
I know what you mean. It feels as if such things were never meant for mortal ears, and it is difficult to grasp. Nevertheless, it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Let's tell him about Malleolus and the election, I think.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, okay. So this is how I feel. I feel like all of these people are bound to break the golden rule. If not today, tomorrow, the next day. Like within a week, right? This place is a tinder box and there's TNT in it and everyone's holding matches and they're all fighting with each other. So I guess I would question a couple things. If we stopped the golden rule from being broken in the next week, but a week later someone broke the golden rule and Sentius created the portal, would we be able to go through the portal and go back a week earlier? Or does it only bring us back like an hour or so before the time that the thing is? And if that's true, then wouldn't the paradox be created when the portal was open towards a different time? You know what I mean? Like, if I did certain actions in this loop that made it so that the portal doesn't open until 6 days from now, then I can't go back to now in order to create the paradox. So then the paradox would be I don't know. I'm having trouble believing that it works the way he thinks it does. There's a lot of open questions here. Let's just tell him Malleolus needs to get out of the race. It's Malleolus. He's going to break the golden rule.
Why do you say that?
When he wins the election, he's going to convict you of treason and sentence you to death.
What? I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it? Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You'd better not waste any time. And Meswada.
Okay, I'll get right on it. That seems like a decent thing to do right now. I don't want there to be a paradox. Like, how much of this game do I want to play straight? Like, I don't want there to be a paradox, but we could very quickly test what would happen. Should I find out? Yes. Yes, I should.
Don't be so foolish. If you kill me, we all die. Allow me to explain the crap to it.
I know. I know. I know.
Indeed.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
Wait, what? Wait, did I not understand what I just said to him? Oh my gosh.
The many shall suffer for the sins.
Oh yeah, we gotta hit him twice. Paradox! Whee! We did it, and it works just as he said. Unbelievable.
Oh. Hi there.
Alworth.
Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
How fascinating. Alworth, I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Adam.
Really? That's strange. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina and murdered a local magistrate, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain, the stranger just vanished in a flash of light.
That was me.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago?
Very interesting.
I'm not sure I understand.
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose, boss, so there's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still have the suicide note you carved into this tablet. Here you go.
Let me see that.
I never picked up the
God,
tablet,
why does this
right?
writing look so familiar?
It's
I
yours.
spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles.
I'm so glad I tried this.
This is disturbing, but I don't understand how I could have written it.
It was written by a different version of you. I changed the past and your fate.
I'm not following.
I agree. It does not make any sense. We created a paradox, and luckily it all worked out. Killed the man who opened a time portal, drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Now you're getting it.
I guess. So what you're really saying is, you brought me back from the dead to let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching for a way out and never found one. I can't see how I could possibly find one now, so it seems like we're both gonna die here.
I regret nothing.
How can you say that? You murdered a man in cold blood, and now there's a city full of dead people. And it's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius multis dolabunt.
The many shall suffer
for the sins of the one.
The end. Ending 1 of 4. How many might have survived if you hadn't killed Sentius in cold blood? Okay. So that's not what I wanted to do. Game over. I saved it. I was smart enough to save it. I should have explored a little more. You're not gonna... Okay. Skip. And we're back. And I've thought better of it. You know, in fact, Magistrate, I don't think we should create a paradox. That's a bad idea, right? I mean, okay, obviously I could fix the problem down here, and then that would create the paradox, and then we'd have saved people's lives. But for how long? Like, I just don't buy that that's a good ending. I think we gotta confront Pluto.
A word they tell you.
So let's talk Ulpius.
Shalom.
Can we? All right. Can we talk about Sentilla? Sure.
Sentilla and I were in love, and then 22 days ago, she went missing.
I guess that's not when Navia went missing. I guess it's unrelated. Let's cut to the chase. What did you do to her?
Nothing. And this is exactly why I kept our relationship a secret. I knew nobody would understand.
Fine. Start from the beginning.
All right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolis's villa, I heard a young woman singing.
Oh.
It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard.
I'm writing Sentilla, beautiful singing.
So once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa, and that's when I saw her. I just sat there on the roof, and then she looked up and saw me, and...
Fates. Is that interesting?
She smiled.
That is a little interesting. I thought Ulpius
had brought me to her.
I thought he was a
from
cultist.
The moment she asked
fates,
my name
though,
with
so
this
maybe not.
warmth and curiosity.
Not a cultist?
I knew I'd have done anything for
What'd she ask you to do?
For weeks on end, each night we'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do.
Dreams
once we
of
got
having
out
a
of here.
vineyard, huh?
And then one morning I woke up and all I could do was keep my head down and try to hide.
Is it possible she escaped somehow?
All I know is she loved me. She'd never have taken her own life. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. That can only mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how, or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened?
That is possible. Abduction is not against the law, apparently. And I say that because you just have to trick someone into going somewhere and then lock the door. that's what happened to us in the temple to Diana. Any ideas about who might have taken her?
My guess?
Yeah.
Malleolus had something to do with it.
It does fit. People are like, oh, Sentius couldn't protect his daughter. He's not fit to be magistrate.
I have no idea where he'd be keeping her. But there is one room in his villa, upstairs.
Wait.
Always
That's
locked.
Claudia, though, right?
I've never seen the inside of it.
Why'd I think that was Claudia?
But I have a feeling that if you...
I've already tried that. There's no sign of Sentilla in there.
Really? I was sure he was hiding something in there. I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to.
Two places.
First, the palace.
If
Navian
not in the
managed
palace,
to get in, then
all
I
right.
suppose Sentilla could have too.
So, the second place, she's not in the palace, she's in the cisterns.
You've looked inside. I see. The only other place you could... I remember hearing that Dooley had been poking around in the upper
cistern. I'll see what I can do. And I don't really care about anything else he says, I don't think. Alright, should we go in the cisterns, which are around here? Let's do it. Let's go in the cisterns. I already said... Wait, where are the cisterns? Here, there. I already said I didn't want... Yeah,
you're not thinking about going into...
I already said I didn't want to create a paradox, which means not stopping the election from happening right now. I assume we're going to have to get Dooley out so that we can take the tablet. And it's kind of occurring to me that the election was a coincidence with the golden rule being broken. The timing was really weird. Like, the statues came to life before the fight broke out, or like exactly when the fight was going to break out. Anyways, Domitius, don't worry about me.
Whoa, it's your funeral.
Sounds good. Should I show him what I've got? Check it. Pew. Okay. Here we go. It's gonna be easy now. I do need more arrows probably, or I just need to be smarter about how I do this. Anytime I see like algae or something, get in the water. Oh, I missed. Darn it. You only get one shot at that and I missed it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so anytime I see algae, I can get a whole bunch of them. I can also kick the dead statues into each other to kill them. So yeah, shouldn't be a problem. I don't know why I'm going this way, but we'll just go this way. A crushed creature, huh? An emaciated, human-like creature spattered in gold. It appears to have been crushed to death while entering the cistern from the cave beyond. Should I go into the center here? Ooh. Where is that? It's got to be in the city above us. But where? Huh. I actually wonder if I can suss that out. There were too many turns. I'd have to spend too long trying to pace the steps in every direction. All right, what's over here? A lunar pendant, huh? Sentilla wore the lunar pendant. Dia Def. I wonder what that means. Oh well. That's Sentilla? How could she be a skeleton already? What is she holding? A plate? How peculiar. How could you be a skeleton in 22 days? Maybe time down here is different, right? Oh, it totally is. Because Galerius was like, I don't really know what day it is. Time is weird down here. So yeah, maybe 22 days is kind of meaningless. Or, bodies just decay faster. That's fine. And was that it? We can shoot the algae here. This would have been fun to do without the arrow. I'm pretty sure I could have done it. I don't understand. Okay, I think I have to hold down. And I was not holding down the jump button. No, I'm holding it down. I don't know why it doesn't work sometimes. It's a little clumsy. That's okay. All right, and nothing else is underwater. Okay, so we found Sentilla, right? I guess that was it. Can I go in this water? No, it's too shallow. So Sentilla died when Hannibal went to look for her, and Hannibal turned into a thing. Maybe that was Hannibal, actually. This is the way out. Do I go out? Yeah, there's nothing else in there. There might be something else in there. I don't know. Well, then. Now what? Could talk to... Let's talk to Malleolus and Claudia. Let's talk to Claudia first. Unlock, please. Now, are they still here, or is it time for the election? Claudia's still here, right? And she's crying. I wonder why she's so sad. Let's be nice to her this time. Hello, Claudia.
You're not supposed to be in here.
It's fine. Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Why are you locked in this room?
My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
What's your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange women in private.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Do you know anything about Sentilla's disappearance?
The dainty little thing from next door. Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
I don't want her to get mad at me. What do you think about the golden rule?
I think it's about to be broken if you don't hurry up and leave.
Do you know a way out of here?
Preferably the way you came.
Okay,
The dainty...
then let's say I think you're hiding something, Claudia.
Well, I've had quite enough of this. Demetrius!
It's fine. Now, I do want to rob them, but I don't think I need money anymore, honestly. Let's talk to Malleolus. All right, heterochromatic man, I've got leverage on you. Should I use it?
Tribute. So you must have been desperate.
So you're Quinctius, eh? It's the eyes.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You have one green eye and one blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero. That was lucky, man.
You mean my heterochromia?
Indeed.
I am guilty of nothing more than having different coloured eyes.
Show him the bounty.
I'm hardly the only person. I like to think it is simply the way the god...
Wait. Why can't I have the bounty note. Apparently Quinctius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am...
Can't prove it's you yet, I suppose, but
Unlikely.
I will. Huh. I thought the bounty was sure to prove it, but I guess there's more than one person down here with heterochromia? Is that the idea? Or that the assassin was mistaken, and the heterochromatic person down here is not, in fact, Quinctius, I guess? Let's talk about Sentilla.
Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
What aren't you telling me?
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks back. Of course, just to be clear, I take no responsibility for what happens to you down there.
So here's my guess. Here's my guess. Malleolus and Domitius lured Sentilla into the cisterns, locked her in it, right? And then she died, right? He doesn't take responsibility for what happens to her down there. All he did was tell her that she should go down there if she wants to see something interesting, something like that. Anyways, any idea where I'd find a Roman plaque, you cultist lover?
Look, if I had a Roman plaque in my possession, I'd be happy to sell it to you, but I don't, so I can't.
We found the Roman plaque in the cultist's little place. And the bounty said he was an associate of the cultists. But I think that's just because Nero was framing the Christians for the destruction of Rome. Whatever, fair enough. I'll be going now.
Trust you could...
Okay, that was fruitless, interestingly enough. Thought for sure that bounty note was going to be enough for him to be like, oh no, please don't tell anyone. Let's tell him about his daughter.
Are they? You've...
Oh, can't do it. Let's tell Sentilla. I did everything down there that I was supposed to do, right?
Ugh.
What do you think about the golden rule? Fair question.
Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward!
Wait, what?
What do you have? No response.
What? Oh, she was talking to the god. Well, at least we know blasphemy doesn't break the golden rule.
I'm telling you, either that, or like people are saying,
it's definitely real.
Oh, and I'm saying what?
I'm not from around here.
Now,
I want to talk about Sentilla. Can I help?
I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her.
Are you?
Oh, you're...
No! Darn it. Okay. How do we find proof of Malleolus? I don't really care about that. Before the day ends, let's end it by talking with the mysterious person down here. And... Okay, hang on. When I first came to the city, I ran down here, and I was like, something in here, in this circle, caused everyone to turn to gold, because everyone in it was freaking out. And now I think I see that probably these gold people just turn to archers. That's probably all it is. And then the tree falls over at some point in the distant future. Okay, I'm less interested in that. I think we're all good. Cut to stranger.
A visitor. Well,
hello. I'm Adam. Pleasure to meet you. Now I'm looking for a plaque that was removed from the obelisk.
Ah, yes. That cursed thing. I know exactly where it is.
Cool.
I will tell you everything I know. But first, a request.
Ah, yes, the request.
One thing I long... Let us
It is. I have deduced the name. Pluto, god of the underworld.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute.
Thank you very much.
Come to that realization before their time in the sun is over.
I had some help.
Will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
A friendly Socratic dialogue. Sounds easy enough.
Wonderful. Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
That's a complex question, as we're learning in this game.
You are an overthinker too. We're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the golden rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
It is.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the golden rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course, but whose version of right and wrong?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
The right thing and perfectly correct. I'm not sure I'm convinced that there is such a thing. So I'm going to say I don't think so.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
Exactly. That's the trick. I think there's no such thing as a correct morality, or at least we haven't figured it out yet, but I'll say I don't think there is such a thing.
So is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong mean to us individually? Or must we simply follow the laws and customs of whichever community we're in?
Both. But I suppose deciding for ourselves takes priority.
So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife is right, then is it right?
No, that's absurd.
I agree. But why?
No.
Didn't you just say right and wrong depends on the individual?
I did. Yeah, that makes sense. If he feels it's right to kill his wife, then he's confused or sick.
I see. So you get to decide right from wrong.
Ah, I thought time stopped. No, keep talking. Don't be terrified. Don't be terrified. Stop. Stop. Here, we can have this conversation if you're turned to gold. Now.
Survive this.
Come back. Wait, you survived this before? He can survive it again. Where does he go? That's so cool. Let's follow him. He can show us how to survive. You gotta crouch, buddy. It's C. You hit C or control. Oh, brother. How do I don't want to lose him, right? I don't want to go back to the loading screen and lose him. He's through. Yes, we made it. I just gave him a little push. Where does he go to?
I've survived this before. I can survive it again.
What? That's how you survive this? That was your plan? What?
Do it. Kill him.
All right. Let's get as much money and good stuff as we can. I know there's some arrows. I guess arrows is probably my priority now. So let's go here. Oh, it's space to climb, right? Don't die. Gosh. Okie dokie. And then where's all the other good money? Malleolus and the... So, okay, those statues don't turn to archers. Why was that circle in the beginning all destroyed, and why weren't there golden statues in it? That's really interesting. Oh, I said Malleolus. Although this is kind of a hard one to get to, isn't it? Oh, can I shoot them? Oh, wait, did you get hurt? Ah, dang it. Is she dodging it? Oof. I can't tell. Is she dodging it or am I hitting her? I'm gonna die. Let's hide in the cistern until our health restored. Oh wait, there's probably an archer down here. Oh, we can kick the gold thing again? Interesting. Ah, still didn't get it in the water. Hello. Anything you'd like to tell me now, Proserpina? What happens if I shoot her? Ooh. Interesting. We're just doing some science experiments here. Who told me that she always carried the necklace? I totally forget. 'Twas the work of a moment. Thank you, thank you. Let's get more than one key. I feel like that's super good proof that we're a time traveler, right? Having like 5 keys to his villa. Sucker. Okay, and I just remembered that I had the idea to shoot the eggs. Yes, golden goose eggs. Let's do it. We'll be filthy rich. Filthy rich. What about a golden head of lettuce? That's not a thing. Why would anyone want a golden lettuce? I could also get the 1,000 stuff here. Did I miss? Did I miss again? Come and get it, please. Thank you, thank you. Oh, 12 arrows too. Yeah, that's a really good chest to get, huh? There's no coin purse or anything. Oh, dang it. Trapped in here. Oh. No. Let me out. Let me out. Crap on a stick. Ooh, what's through here? Oh, helpful little hint at the caves beyond, eh? Oh, no. No. Just come through here, please. No. This game's killing me. At least put me out of my misery. Can I crouch? Alright, I gotta glitch the game more than the game glitches me. Come on, come on. Yes! Yes! We made it, baby! We made it! Oh my gosh, so funny. Let's go get Aurelia's diary and money. Oh yeah, I have multiple copies of it. And multiple keys. Can I take a vial? No, I gotta leave the vial. I can't see how many vials I can get. Steal it. Yep. And Vamanouche. Midius doesn't have anything. Dice Tower, he cheats. Gladiator Shield. Any other interesting things I can do while I'm down here? Oh, actually, I wonder... Wait, how do I get through here again? Bottle of wine? Yeah, I'll see how many bottles of wine we can pick up. Let's see, where is the vines? They're up here. Let's just explore this area a little more. I assume there's not multiple plaques down here, right? I assume the plaque... Ah! Pluto, father of riches. Okay, so I can take multiple plaques. Can I put the plaque in the other things? There was a key right here? Hilarious. I was goofing around trying to find that. Okay, but I can't do anything else here. Okay, cool. Okay, so the plaque stays on the obelisk somehow for some reason. Thanks to Proserpina, I suppose. But then there's duplicate plaques. Very interesting. And where am I going here? I've searched that chest before, huh? Okay. This is Livia's, and nothing interesting here. And we flee, right? I'm going in circles. All right, we made it. possibly the last bottle of wine in the city. Oh my goodness. Okay, then. Oh, you know what else I want to try is shooting... Oh, there is no pretty flower up there anymore. But I want to shoot the pretty flower, turn it to gold, and then see if I can take it. That's pretty interesting, right? Do I run faster without it? I think I run the same speed. It is dark in here now. All right. Whew. That's got to do it. Next time we'll continue our conversation with that idiot down in the basement who's like, I've survived this before, I'll survive it again. And then he freaking just goes outside and sit down. That's so funny. What an idiot. Anyways, I'll see next time what that's about. Also, okay, no. Before I call it quits, we're gonna get Galerius off of our back, and we'll tell him to do stuff. Tell the new... Oh, cool! We can do that too. Okay, let's take care of everything. Thanks, man. Thanks, Galerius. That's awesome. All right, now I want to... Whew, this is tough. Is it organic or not? Think of how much Equitia would love this golden flower. What is happening? Am I just missing it? Unbelievable. That was a good shot. All right, I'm assuming that doesn't work. Actually, I'm gonna go try it one more time. Okay. 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 Seriously? 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 Am I the only one to think of this? Why wouldn't you plan? Surely everyone tries to turn the pretty flower gold. Whatever. I'll just take the... Where the... Oh my gosh, I'm so blind. 6th pretty flower. A rare. Not so rare anymore. We have 2 loaves of bread. I need definitely need to kill Fabia more to get her bread. 2 old scrolls. Yeah, we can keep picking up the Myth of the Golden Rule. Only 4 bottles of wine. That surprises me. We have a couple goose eggs, but we also have golden goose eggs. I should offer them to Decius, right? I still don't know who has rheumatism. But we do have this Roman plaque. I wonder if I can put it on the other sides of the obelisk. Anyways, I'm just having too much fun, aren't I? Oh, I should have stolen some more Sylphian resin so we can get more Sylphian resin. All right, well, that was fun. I'm sure you'll all agree this is so much fun to see how much of this random stuff we can acquire and bog ourselves down with. And we'll see what that guy... Maybe he's Kabosh, but I don't think so. We'll see what he's about in the underground part. That was the Egyptian one. The Egyptian tablet is below. And then Georgius will tell us about the Greek tablet. And then the mystery tablet, hopefully it will become clear once we get the first 3 in the obelisk. Anyways, I'll continue trying to do that next time. Till then, take care.